at the end of the day, they could just push a message on you without you knowing. And what I really want to see is more story, like more characters, more real people. No matter what color, race, creed they are, it's just like at the heart
Yeah.
of it, you can connect with this person, you know? So that's what I want to see more of.
That hit home. That definitely hit homes with me because when I was a kid, there's a lot of people of not of the black and brown people that were on the screen, but didn't really matter to me because as long as they were relatable and kind of went through the same type of struggle, or maybe not to the extreme of I did, or maybe they were more extreme than was, but as long as we had that connection, it resonated for me as a kid. And for me personally, these days, I feel like they, sometimes put the black and the brown people in these roles that don't really they don't really connect. They're not really right. They probably should have did something else. And I feel like it's only because they wanted to have or a black or a brown person in that role just to have that that one in the window. You know what I mean?
To check a box,
There you go.
basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
And
So
what movie like can you give an example of a movie that like hit home for you in that way?
in what way?
That way of like you didn't care what the person looked like, you just felt that connection.
All right, so let me think. There was a few movies. Here we go. Blue Streak by Martin Lawrence, right? Where he was the thief and he
Mhm.
was he was just a funny guy.
Mhm.
I feel like, you know, anybody else besides Martin Lawrence, probably not anybody, I should say that, definitely not that, but another person of that caliber could have played that role and it'd have been good. Another role is you probably didn't see it because I don't, you're kind of younger than me, but Mrs. Doubtfire. Mrs. Doubtfire. They could have had Martin Lawrence in that movie in place of Robin Williams. And I love Robin Williams. I'm a big Listen, I cried on Mrs. Doubtfire. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So he did a phenomenal job. But I feel
Right.
like they could have put Martin Lawrence in that movie and it'd have been just as good. Not, it wouldn't have made the movie any worse. So there's roles in this industry that transitions uh race, creed, ethnicity, and color. Even
Mhm.
like R&B stars, rap star, any kind of musician. There's people that you think, I mean, back in the day when my parents were listening to music, they had a lot of musicians that were white, or I'm sorry, that were black, but on the album they painted them as white because they wanted to make sales. You know what I mean? And if there was a
Right.
black guy on the album, they wanted to make sales. So there's a lot of things that like we all can do everything. We all can do everything. You know what I mean? Black, white, it doesn't really matter, man. It just matters about the skill set and the talent that you have in you.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm sorry. Sometimes I get long winded. I'm from the South, from grew up in the church.
That's so good. It's a podcast. You're okay.
Yeah. So what projects have you? Did you say that? What projects? I have a bad memory.
I don't think I said what projects I did recently or I'm working on.
Okay. Okay. That's cool. That's definitely cool.
Wait,
Um.
which projects am I working on or that I did?
Let's do both actually.
Oh, okay. This year?
Oh my God. So you got so many. Okay, tell me everything. Yeah, this year and then what you got coming up.
Um, I didn't mean for it to sound like that. I was just
Hey,
wondering.
if you're moving, you're moving. I can't get mad at it.
Right. Okay, so this year I'm actually proud of like two short films that me and a couple of
Wow.
teams have done.
Okay.
One was a short documentary for Fusion Fest, which happened in Orlando. It was directed by Betty Sue. We had our main subject was a um, like art exhibitor. No, art curator. So she'll like curate museums and galleries and stuff.
Wow.
And she's from Italy and England. So she's like a fusion of cultures. And
Yeah.
so really cool to meet her, and like just hearing her story and her journey was very inspiring.
I
And
bet.
then we actually won second place at Fusion Fest, which is very exciting.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was cool. And then the second short film was called Anything for a Star, and that was written by my friend Corey Sims. And it
Okay.
was directed by my friend Gary Martinez. And basically, it was for a Tokyo Film Festival, and the theme was poop. So if
What do
the
you
theme
what do you mean? What do you mean?
anything that has to do with poop, it was
Oh, okay, okay,
yeah.
okay.
So anything for a star is about a restaurant who wants that Michelin star, and so they have a food critic, a very like renowned high up food critic that's coming for this like exclusive meal. But there's a secret ingredient. I guess I bet you can guess what the ingredient is.
Okay.
And so
All
that
right.
was like super fun to shoot. It was like 2 days, like super late night shoots at a really nice location. It was just a great set experience.
Wow.
And we won third place, so that was lit.
Jeez.
And we got a golden poop award coming in the mail somehow, some way. So
Nice. Nice. That is amazing. That is amazing. Wow.
yeah. And then like other than that, it's just like freelance projects like working for a Peruvian dance company. They had a live performance in Orlando, and I got to work with the crew to like film and archive the show.
Mhm.
And then I took pictures for a concert for the Ruby Holland Foundation, and that was in October. So those things, yeah,
That's a lot
those
of things. That's a lot of things. What are you talking about?
are.
Oh my God, yo. Yo, big ups, man. That's a lot. You're definitely moving and shaking in the industry.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
crazy.
be really hungry. Cause it's crazy. Cause like there's some people who are just waiting for it to come to them
Mm.
instead of being active and seeking. So I would say just stay hungry if you're in this industry.
Yeah. And the fact that you're so young and you're doing this is like very inspirational to everybody because I know guys and women and people that are older than you and they're trying to, like jump in and make their mark in the industry and they're not as consistent as you are. And that's a very big piece of wisdom that you just dropped, man. As long as you keep active, keep at it, and go for the brass ring and not let it wait for it to drop on you. You know. I'm sorry, I got a cat. My cat's really big. He's just sometimes he's scary.
What's your cat's name?
I don't want to tell you because it's so generic and ridiculous.
Fluffy? Who is? I don't know.
Simba, it's Simba.
Oh, that's cute.
It's not cute. It's not cute. Do you have a
Okay.
are you a pet person?
Um, I had two parakeets,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, but one flew away and then one died like July, so I'm kind of sad about that.
I don't know if you are. You look kind of like indifferent about it. I might have to call Animal Patrol on you.
No,
How did one fly away? What do you mean he flew away? Did he open up the cage and just
no, the bird was